rich friends, it's your girl Cha reporting live from the Money Mantra, and we are back with another Forex education video. This channel is to help as many people as possible become independent and profitable traders. So if that's something that you've been looking for, you are in the right place at the right time. Now, if you've been on my channel, welcome back. I am going to continue to bring you guys awesome content. We recently reached 1,000 subscribers, so I've really just been celebrating that, taking it all in, and thinking about some new creative videos that I can offer on the channel. So I'm grateful for you guys sticking around, continuing to watch the videos, continuing to share the videos, ask questions, and even go as far as to register for classes. Now, if you are new here, I do offer personal mentorship. If you really want to take your trading seriously, you need a little bit of accountability, or maybe you just want a structured program that'll allow you to learn at your own pace, on your own time, what I offer will be the perfect option for you. And you can find more information down below in the description box. If you guys have any questions about that, again, I'm always open to that. You can contact me by leaving a comment below, or you can reach out to me by sending a direct message on Instagram. Now, all of my contact links, again, are in the description box, and I would love to hear from y'all. So don't hesitate to reach out if you would love to connect with me. Now, in today's quick video, we're going to be doing a trade breakdown. Now, for my new watchers or subscribers, a trade breakdown is where I review a trade idea that I took and I share with the group of people that are currently receiving mentorship from me. Now, I do have a learn and earn system in my program. This just means that even if you don't know what you're doing in the market, you still have the opportunity to trade in a demo account just to see how the markets are really moving. Sometimes the trades go really good, sometimes the trades go really bad, but it's really nice to hop in and see where we went right or wrong either way so that I can help you become a better trader. And I have a playlist with a bunch of these videos on it as well, which I'll tag here in the video. So in today's trade breakdown, we're going to be looking at this USDCAD trade that was posted on June 3rd, 2024. It was around 10:14 a.m. and we can see that based on the timestamp from TradingView that is on my chart. Now, I'm really kicking myself over this trade because it did not go in my favor, but I'm going to break down why it didn't go in my favor and the mistake that I made when entering this trade. Now, there are three different types of trading you could do. One is called fundamental trading, and this is where you check the news. You want to know what's going on a larger scale. And the news can really influence how the market is moving. I do have another video called Trading the News, which is really helpful in that. Um, but yeah, then there's also technical trading, which a lot of us focus on, that has to do with the indicators that we're using and actually being on the charts. And the sentimental analysis is how we actually feel about the trade we are getting into. So essentially using your intuition and prior knowledge that you already have. So initially, I had posted this trade for a buy because I noticed that the market was in a demand zone and it was having a hard time pushing any lower. But around the time that I posted this trade, 10:14, news had also come out, which caused the market to drop drastically. And I can honestly say I panicked a little in that trade because I saw it happening in real time. Therefore, I switched my trade idea to a sell limit, but ultimately the market ended up buying, and I'm going to go ahead and break down my entire thought process and what happened in this trade. So I've already put my chart in replay mode, which is a really cool feature that you can use on TradingView. It lets you go back to a particular point in the market so that you can backtest or review what was going on. So when I was looking at this market, I noticed that the market actually was in or heading towards a demand zone. Now, a demand zone is usually an area on your chart that you'll find at the bottom. And when the candles push into these areas, it usually turns around. So for example, we can see that the market was a little bit stagnant here, and we saw some rejections, 1, 2, 3, 4 times before the market actually went up, making this a strong demand zone. We see the same thing happening here. We see the same thing happening here, and we see the same thing happening here. So demand zones are usually found at the bottom of a chart, and they'll let you know if the market is setting up to buy. So I noticed that again, the market was pushing towards this demand zone. Although we had a strong red candle, I didn't think that the market was going to continue to sell down much further. In addition to that, I could see that my stochastic, my blue line was above the orange line, which is usually a buy signal. However, the two lines were facing down, which was a sell signal. So that was a little bit confusing. But I did also notice that, again, although this candle was dropping down, it hadn't quite reached this demand zone to let us know if it was going to be the continuation of a sell or if it was only going to be the retest for a buying trend. So let's actually go to the very next candle. Let me actually put this on the hour. And on the hour, we can see the sell was happening. However, if the market was going to push lower and actually continue to sell, it would have gotten lower than this demand. And that's not what I saw initially, which is why I set it for a buy. Now let's actually go to the next candle. We see the market coming down, but then we see that it was starting to actually form higher lows. And also within this hour, that is where the stochastic started to face up. Now I'm just going to press play and narrate what happens next and why I actually switch my trade idea to a sell. So again, this is where that huge red candle that we saw, that is the candle that actually broke structure for me. And it did get back to that lower level. And I was in this candle like on the hour. So for me, it was a huge red candle. The hour hadn't quite finished, and I wasn't able to see that it actually was going to be a wick. So once I had that huge red candle push down, I said, okay, maybe this market is going to continue to sell because it broke a previous low. And I'll just zoom in a little bit so that we can see that. But that's not actually what happened in the market. What we're going to actually see here, guys, is that the market never got back as low as it dropped once we see this huge wick. And let me just put this on a 4 hour just to speed this up. We actually see that the buying momentum picked up after that, and the market continued to push up almost, actually more than 100 pips if I'm looking at the high correctly, 13743. The market just continued to push up and get higher and higher. So for me, I did hit stop loss on this trade, which is perfectly fine. I'm just happy that I was able to go back and see what was the mistake that I made on that trade. And that was just pretty much exiting prematurely and not trusting my trade. Even though I have been trading for 4 years, you don't win every trade, and sometimes the market will get the best of you. So I really hope that this video was helpful in just breaking down my thought process and what I thought was going to happen, what actually played out, and why. If you guys want to take it a step further, you can definitely, we can actually do it now before I end this video. We can just go and see the news on forexfactory.com, and we can look at the news from June 3rd around 10 a.m. and we can see if we had a red folder there. And we did. We can see at 10 a.m. Monday, June 3rd, we actually had a red folder on USD. We could just go and see here. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. We can see that the actual was lower than the forecast, which caused the market to do that dramatic drop. And completely throw off my analysis, but it happens. So if you guys have any questions about this trade or any other trades that I've taken in the past, feel free to leave me a comment below. If you were actually in this USDCAD trade, let me know how it played out for you and how your analysis went. But that's really all I have for you guys today. Until next time, rich friends.